What up, y'all? We back. Week 14. Let's get straight into it. Thursday night, man. My boys went on the road. Came up a little bit short. 28-36. Minnesota defeats Pittsburgh.
Listen, Pittsburgh Steelers didn't show up till halftime. I don't know what they were doing prior to that. After halftime, they made it a little bit, but at no point did you think they were going to win the game. I was very disappointed in Mike Tomlin.
What? First of all, them short weeks. Thursday, come on, man. TJ Watt, his groin got hurt. He tweaked his groin. Alex Highsmith had a little bone bruise. Like, man, it's just tough when you come off a division game against your main division rivalry and beat Baltimore last play of the game. Then we got to turn around, go on the road to Minnesota, play Thursday. So the first 30 minutes of the game, we still back in Pittsburgh. Like, we didn't even show up to play. That short traveling game killed us, but no excuses. We still should have caught that ball at the end. That was a great play by Harrison Smith. So it is what it is. They got that dub.
I got it, though.
Now, Dallas got this dub 27-20, but boy, was they nervous at the end.
Man, Washington, but yeah, Washington, I thought they was a high team. They probably one of the hotter teams coming into this game. They did pull it out. I went with the Dallas Cowboys. I knew that they were going to get this dub, but it was an exciting game to watch. Like, I don't know how that's going to translate, but division game, they had to get that dub. Yeah, Washington low-key in the playoff mix, too.
Yeah,
crazy.
No, they got the 7th spot.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Let me go. Tennessee shuts out Jacksonville 20-0. Breaking news, that boy Jacksonville fired the coach. Boy, Urban Meyer got fired on his day off in the middle of the night. Got fired at like 12 a.m.
Hey, we're going to talk about it. That's what happened when your quarterback throw 4 interceptions.
That's not the reason why he got fired, though. But
I mean, he lost the locker room a long time ago. Like, you know, it was what it was. Back in college.
Seattle defeats Houston by 33-13. Nothing for me to talk about.
And Texas is a bad team. Next.
It was kind of shocking. Oh no! Kansas City defeats the Raiders, 48-9. Somebody picked the Raiders?
Hey, that was my sleeper pick of the week. That was my sleeper pick of the week. They ain't show up. And Pat Mahomes didn't even have that good a game. That's what made it crazy. I don't know. That game got out of hand fast.
This game was over in 5 minutes.
That's what I said. They got out of hand real fast. There wasn't nothing that we could have did about that one.
Talk about the Saints just completely annihilate the Jets, 30-9. They're gonna have to do something with Zach Wilson and his offense, and gotta get some talent on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. Like I said, Zach Wilson knows Zach Wilson. They wasn't gonna win that game.
Yeah, he played, but oof. All right, Atlanta comes into the city, defeats Carolina 29-21. I'm gonna let you go first.
Listen, man.
I'm gonna let you go first. I need a drink.
I don't know what the Panthers are gonna do. Like, watching that game, I'm looking like, Jesus Christ, like, is this for real? Like, you can't lose that game. Like, we talked about it. This Cam Newton situation, he gets benched. Like, I don't know what's going on, man. I'm really confused. I don't know what direction they headed in right now. Cause, like, I mean, he's coming in, and the expectations for Cam Newton still gonna be there. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. Right. Fire the coordinator. I don't know.
Like I said, we just have college coaches. We are really running a 2-system quarterback in the NFL. They're trying to say Cam don't really know the plays. They don't know the 2-minute warning playbook. That's one of the first things he probably should learn, as long as the red zone. If you're a quarterback, what makes you a good quarterback to the elite is red zone offense and 2-minute drill. So he should be knowing that. But even without that, why is they taking him off the field? I know you saying he don't know the 2-minute offense. Bro, just run a no-huddle. Know the plays he knows. Run those plays, please. I mean, we fired Joe Brady. Nothing's happened. Rule, you got to go. You can tell he lost the locker room.
You got to go.
You can tell he lost the locker room. I don't even have enough time to talk about that. Let's just move on because
you got to go.
I need my own segment.
That's a bad loss. That's a really bad loss.
All right, this was an upset pick to me, even though Lamar Jackson got hurt. Cleveland defeats Baltimore 22-24. Cleveland tried to get his game away.
Yeah, that game was kind of crazy. I mean, they were up. Baltimore tried to make a comeback in the second half, but, I mean, it really didn't matter. No Lamar Jackson, like, what y'all going to do? I mean, not much there. I really still thought they was going to lose. I was believing. I thought Huntley was going to get it done, but, I mean, I guess.
Now, they got that offside kick at the very end, but he couldn't get them in field goal range to win. It was crazy. Let's talk about your Giants who just didn't show up at all against the Chargers. 37-21, man. This is
ain't nothing to talk about on that one, man. Like I said, we preparing for the draft, man. You know how we coming, baby.
Hey, good thing is what y'all got. Look like might have 2 top 10 picks this year.
Hey,
So
I like it. I like it.
Denver completely blows out Detroit 38-10. Detroit is not talented.
Detroit a terrible team, man. Like what you mean?
It's not talented, man. It's
I don't know.
Talented. All right, this is a crazy game. San Fran defeats Cincinnati in overtime.
Very crazy. That was a very competitive game. Heavyweight matchup, and I'm proud of the Bengals, to be honest. Like, because the Bengals bounced back from that, but being at home, I really would have wanted them to pull out that win. That was like and you had that pick, didn't you? No, you picked Bengals too, because Debo. Yeah, he was on Debo train if he was playing or not. But overall, I just feel like I'm still riding with the Bengals, especially in that division now, since Pittsburgh ducking off, and you got the Ravens inconsistent. Nobody believes in the Browns, so they still gonna win that division.
This probably was the best game of the week between this game and the Buffalo game. This was playoff football right here. Teams going at it. They needed the win to get the improved playoff standings. Man, this was a huge win. Great back and forth game. Cincinnati came back, tied it up, took it to overtime, took the lead in overtime. Then San Fran took it right back with the dub. That was a great game.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the game. Another game that went overtime. Just mentioned Tampa Bay 33, Buffalo 27. Man,
big time football, like you mentioned, playoff type of atmosphere in that one. You just gotta tip your hats. They got it done. The Buccaneers just pulled it out. Just especially with them having that COVID and the off the field stuff, for them to bounce back and get a win like that against Buffalo. I'm still kind of shaky on Buffalo. I don't know how good Buffalo is. Like I'm not believing in Buffalo, but they did hold their own. Like I said, forced it to overtime, but I don't know.
Buffalo was getting bullied the first half.
And they missed Tre'Davious White. That was big.
I think they were still like depressed over how we just lost to the Patriots last week with only 3 passes. Then they finally was like, all right, we're here this week playing Tampa Bay. They made it close, went to overtime, but Tom Brady was just too much. All right, this was a crazy game too. Green Bay 45, Chicago 30. Like this first half was just absolutely fireworks. I mean, score after score after score. It got crazy. Of course, Green Bay just a little bit too much for Chicago. Put it out 45-30.
It was in the second half, really. Like, I think they had, 17 in the third quarter. Like, they had no response back for them. Chicago Bears didn't score after that. I think they had 3 points in the fourth quarter. Something like that. Like, too much Aaron Rodgers, too much offense.
Yeah, Monday Night Football. Yeah, boy. Told you the Rams was going. Hey, I told y'all last week.
I told you. What you mean? That was mine. I went first. I went first on that.
But like I said, man, I had to go with the Rams. At some point in time, you got to have that statement game. Be like, all right, you know what? We here. We here. The big dogs is here. We just got too much talent. Even without Jalen Ramsey. I almost changed my pick, but I'm like, nah, I'm not changing.
Kyler Murray looked really uncomfortable in that one, man. You got to tip your hat. Aaron Donald closing that game out the way he did. That man's a monster. Like, you know what I mean? On top of that, I'm still not sold on Matt Stafford, man. Matt Stafford decision-making in that game was questionable a lot of times. Like, he was making reads. I'm like, why did you do that? But he did have a couple good reads where he looked off, pulled the safety up, made I think, a great throw to Cooper Kupp across the middle. And then he had, of course, OBJ had a touchdown in that one. It was a good game, like, you know what I'm saying? But I told you, I cannot see Arizona sweeping them this season. Like, it can't happen. So, you know, they made us look good on that one.
What the streets talking about? Streets is talking about that boy Urban Meyer. 2-11 football club. Boy got fired on his day off. Boy got fired at midnight. Should he been fired? First year, should he been fired?
I don't agree with the firing at this point. I thought he should have been fired earlier in the season when all that other stuff was going down. Like when he had all the other situations, he sent the team back home, all that stuff. Like literally, if you're going to ride with this man through all that stuff, just to decide like, okay, y'all get shut out, now you're going to fire him in the middle of the season, it makes no sense. Like I'm really confused. Like if you're going, like you're going to give him a chance and then literally face the backlash, tell him that he's our head coach. And then while the man is showing a little bit of improvement, you know, but then he gets shut out. It was a bad game. Trevor Lawrence had 4 interceptions. Y'all gonna just decide to let him go. That's retarded. Like, it makes no sense. I don't agree with the firing of Urban Meyer at that point. At least wait to the end. Like, come on now. At least wait to the end of the season or something. Like, especially after y'all gave him a chance. I'm not agreeing with it at all.
Urban Meyer had to go. It's just point blank period. He had to go. I mean, one, you know, I'm a Florida fan. He came from Florida. I already know Urban Meyer do not sit well. He doesn't do well with losing. So you went to Jacksonville. You're 2-11. You're not winning. I don't even see the improvement. When you score 0 points, you're not even improving.
They got 2 wins. They're not the worst team in the NFL. They at the bottom, but they're not the worst team in the NFL.
Top 3 worst team in the league. The top 3.
It's his first year. Like, what you want from the man? It's like, my thing is, if I was going to fire him back then when he's a distraction and all this other stuff. Don't wait until, like, oh, okay, yeah, I mean, I don't even know. We don't even know the reason why he got fired. Why was the reason why he got fired? What did he do?
He lost control of the locker room.
He had been lost control of the locker room. He never had control of the locker room.
Yeah, but it's not, at some point, you got to let him go. You're just not going to let him keep going.
That's crazy. You already decided to keep him. Like, you're going to go back on what you just, that's like telling somebody, like, you know what, you got the job. And then just out of nowhere, like, you know what, actually, you don't have a job anymore.
At what point do you think he lost control of the locker room?
I mean, but when he went to Cincinnati, they lose. Then he sends the team back. He called it the bar. At that point, it's like, yo, nah. Like, you lost the locker room. I'm not trying to hear
the locker room there because you didn't hear none of the players.
That's when I felt like he lost the locker room.
No, you felt like he lost part of the media guys, but the locker room,
he lost the locker room.
None of the players was coming out. You didn't hear bad stories about what was going on in the locker room. The stuff you talking about, that's not even the locker room.
You talking about the backup running back situation?
Yeah, no.
The running back situation?
No, you just said you talking about the bar.
I'm talking about the bar. What are you talking about? What's the point where he lost the locker room?
To me, I don't even know if he ever had control of the locker room. But as a first-time coach, yes, during training camp, that's when you get control of it. So all the Tim Tebow stuff, you can't say he got control or lost control because he just got there. So you can't even judge that. So, of course, you go through the season, week 2, week 3, blah, blah, blah. Then the Cincinnati joint happened. No players was really coming out saying, oh, man, that's crazy. This dude need to go. That was a media story. That wasn't no... I didn't see none of the players going crazy over there. That was just a great media story. People are going to talk. Now, the James Robinson stuff, you see players reacting to that, talking about that, saying that's crazy, blah, blah, blah. And then you see the kicker situation where they say Urban Meyer kicked the kicker and all this stuff. Then you see all this stuff with Marvin Jones and the coaches and stuff. Now it's like, all right, everybody is really just leaking information because they want this guy going. Like, at some point, it just got to go. Because if you keep him, guess what? It's about to be another story next week. And after that, it's going to be another story. Now it's like, all right, you just got to go because it's not working.
But going into this, right, when you hired Urban Meyer, was it not he let go from Florida for scandal? Did not he have...
Florida, he left Florida. He left Florida.
No, exactly.
No, for health issues.
No. Come on now. Y'all had killers on that team. Everything, like they had the situation with Cam Newton, they had the situation with Aaron Hernandez. Like it's been following him. Listen, all that stuff has been following him. Like paying players, all that stuff has been following him. All the way to Ohio State, then all the way to Jacksonville.
What did Aaron Hernandez do in Florida?
He had that bar situation where he beat up the dude. You know exactly what happened.
That's a fight.
Don't matter. You losing. He had scandal following him the entire time. You knew exactly what you was getting into when you got here. He's that type of guy. Scandal is always gonna be something with the man. Just how it is. You knew this coming into it. So when scandal starts happening, then it's like, oh my God, I'm surprised. Come on now. You knew that when you hired him.
No, you can't talk about. I'm a Florida fan. You don't know nothing about Florida now. Come on. Florida.
Aaron Hernandez ain't had a bar fight situation.
That's a fight. Everybody has.
It don't matter.
Name a college team that don't have a fight. Throughout the whole year.
It don't matter. Like I said.
Name one team.
We're talking about Urban Meyer. We're talking about Urban Meyer as a coach. That it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You just brought up a fight.
It's blown up, Nick. Notre Dame ain't had no fights coming out this year.
Who said that? Fights that you don't know about.
I'm talking about. I knew about it. If I'm telling you about it, I obviously know about it.
I said Notre Dame
don't matter. If I know about it, then it don't matter. I shouldn't have to know about it. If you're a good coach, then nobody's going to find out.
You know about the media stuff.
No.
That's it.
It shouldn't have hit the media. That's the coach's problem. That's what I'm saying. If you can't control,
when did it hit the media?
It literally it everywhere. And then it's on documentary too. Like we talking about.
Yeah, after the fact. That's not
I know about it when it happened. What are you talking about? Yes, I did.
He had weird stuff.
Regardless, like I said, back to the point. Urban Meyer, he had scandal with him before that. Had scandal at Ohio State. He got scandal in Jacksonville. Y'all knew this when you hired the man. Not my fault. I think it's not tactful to fire him in the middle of the season like that. Come on now. That's just, especially after you gave him a pass earlier in the season.
Well, obviously they don't agree. Because they fired him.
Well, it is
he had to go.
It is what it is.
He didn't
He's
have
gonna get
scary
another
flow.
coaching job. I don't know if he's gonna be in the NFL.
He's not getting another.
He's definitely
coaching
gonna get
job.
another coaching job.
No, he's not.
So he's done coaching for the rest of his life.
Yes, no. College coaches already. The ADs already said even if Urban was available, it's not happening.
Urban Meyer gonna get another coaching job. You heard it here first. But that's what the streets are talking about. Week 15. Let's get straight into it this Thursday night, guys. We got Kansas City at the Chargers. I'm going to go ahead and ride with Kansas City on this one, man. I'm thinking for Project Pat, gonna handle his business. You know what I'm saying? I hated on him last week. I tried to sneak one in there, but I need him to handle it because, you know, I got all my people on COVID this week on my fantasy team, so I got to have like 50 from him if I'm going to win anything. I
got Kansas City, man. I feel like this might be a nice little high-scoring game, even though Kansas City defense has improved the past couple of weeks. I got Kansas City.
All right, moving into this Raiders at the Browns. I'm going to ride with the Raiders on this one. They let me down last week. But I'm looking for them to bounce back this week. I need them to make the playoffs, man. I need them to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I definitely got the Raiders. Baker Mayfield tested positive, and then the backup just tested positive, Case Keenum. So they're down to the third string, Nick Mullins. Even if Baker was starting, I had the Raiders. So I got the Raiders bouncing back.
Right, so then we got the Patriots. This is actually a Saturday game. Patriots at the Colts. I'm going to be hating on this one, dog. I ain't going to hold you. I'm going with Patriots on the road just because I need the Colts to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need them not to make the playoffs so I can talk cash money on this next episode.
Jonathan Taylor will hold it down. Carson Wentz do not turn the ball over. And the Colts defense will make Mac Jones beat them through the air. He won't be able to do it. Let's go, Colts. Let's get it.
All right, we got Cardinals at the Lions. I'm pretty sure both of us got the Cardinals.
Cardinals
next. All right, we got the Panthers at the Bills. I'm Brian. Go ahead and ride with the Bills, man. I don't see the Panthers turning this thing around. It's all Cam Newton's fault at this point. You see how they're trying to do, my boy.
This is just an emotional pick. And I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
You ain't got nothing to lose. You're the emotional pick expert.
And then I feel like we really do got a chance, but I need that weather to be like it was 2 weeks ago when they played the Patriots. If that weather, because I hear it's gonna be cold and I think it's gonna be windy. I don't know if it's gonna be as windy, but I need it to be real windy because the Bills cannot stop the run.
Hey, didn't you have Panthers making the playoffs?
I might have.
No, he did.
We only one game back.
I don't care. You had them making the playoffs. Stand on what you said.
Let's go.
I might have. Nah, you did. Then we moving into this Cowboys at the Giants. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and ride with the Cowboys, man. I can't do this, man. I really wanted to pick the Giants, man, but the papers say
too many injuries.
Cowboys.
Man.
I gotta think with my head.
Cowboys next.
All right, then we go into the worst game ever. This is probably one of the worst matchups I've seen all year. Got the Texans versus the Jaguars. Jaguars, of course, we just talked about their head coach situation. I'm gonna ride with the Texans, man. That Jaguar situation, they on fire right now, dog. I ain't messing with it.
I got Jacksonville. Now, wasn't you the dude that said, man, the Raiders got ready to coach and you rallied around them?
That be happening. That do be happening.
I got Jacksonville. They're at home, man.
The problem is your quarterback just threw 4 interceptions. He's a rookie. That's the difference. If it was somebody else, maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe I would have stuck with it, but I don't think
you do know Houston's starting a rookie too, right?
Yeah, I mean, but they didn't lose their head coach.
Who's their head coach?
For Texas?
Houston. Exactly.
What's the name?
Exactly.
What's that dude's name?
Next.
I forgot that guy's
name. Next.
I don't remember 2 and 11 coaches. All right, so moving to the Jets at the Dolphins. I'm going to go ahead and ride with the Dolphins. Florida's looking hot. They 6-7.
Yeah, Dolphins is hot, even though they got a lot of COVID injuries. Waddle was out with COVID. Well, they saying he's 50-50, I guess. They got to get 2 negatives in a row. But I'm going to still go with the Dolphins.
All right, we got Titans at the Steelers. Get out of here. Steelers have no chance. Titans.
What?
Easy. Easy,
Steelers,
no chance. Now they're gonna make that 10.
Remember this.
They're gonna make that 10, like I said.
Remember this.
Automatically clinch that division.
The Titans.
Remember the Titans.
This is emotional.
Remember the Titans. You heard it here first.
This is emotional for
Remember the Titans.
Next, Steelers.
All right, so then we got Washington at the Eagles. I'm going to ride with the Eagles. They at home. I'm looking for them to do some things, keep it on the ground, get their weapons involved. I need that.
Definitely got the Eagles. Washington got some injuries and some COVID. A lot of COVID people. I think they got 21 people on the COVID list right now. Definitely got Philly. Philly win this game. They'll be right now, I think, in the 7th spot if they win this game.
All right, we got Falcons at the 49ers. I'm rocking with the 49ers at home. They're going to get it done this week.
49ers, I need y'all to come through. Also, I need everybody on offense to go crazy because fantasy football starts this week, the playoffs, and I got almost everybody on San Fran on my fantasy team.
Yeah, all right, we got Bengals at the Broncos. I'm going to go ahead and ride with the Bengals on this one. Should be easy money.
Yeah, I definitely got the Bengals on the road going to Denver, getting that dub. It's a dub they really need. They really need it. I got Cincinnati.
All right, I got Green Bay. I got Green Bay winning this game over the Ravens. I'm not impressed with the Ravens right now. Plus, Lamar Jackson's situation, I don't think he's going to be 100%, so we'll see.
Yeah. They said, again, he didn't practice today. It's Thursday because of the ankle injury, so saying it's an uphill battle for him to come play Sunday, so I definitely got Green Bay.
All right, now this game I've been struggling with because the Rams, basically all their skill positions are out with COVID-19 protocol. But I'm going to rock with the Rams anyway. The Seahawks, I just feel like this is a game they might win, honestly, but I still think the Rams going to have enough to get that W.
I'm not. This game not hard at all for me. I got the Rams.
You don't think it's going to be a close game?
It's going to be a close game. It's a division game, but as far as Seattle actually winning, no.
They might win this game. All right, so then we got Saints at the Buccaneers. This is also going to be a competitive game for no reason. But I got the Buccaneers. I feel like the Buccaneers going to sometimes take their foot off the gas. That might happen in this one, but they're going to get the win.
I got the Buccaneers. And I don't think it's going to be that close because Tom Brady hasn't beaten the Saints in the regular season since he's been in Tampa Bay. He's going to take this game personal because he knows he's not going to
said that last time and they lost.
He's not going to see it.
He literally said that exact same thing. Run the clip.
That was Jameis.
Said that last time and they lost.
Jameis Winston.
Don't matter. They lost. You said the same exact thing and they lost. I'm not trying that nonsense.
I bet they win by double digits.
I'm not trying that nonsense.
All
right, so we got Vikings at the Bears. I'm going ahead and ride with the Vikings. This is going to be a competitive game because for some reason all the money in night games be competitive.
I got the Bears, man. Justin Fields going to get this dub. I don't know if Adam Thielen will be back, but because they will need him, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going with the Bears for Justin Fields.
All right, that's it for this week. We out.